talk about Dutty Boukman, also, also known as Boukman Dutty, died November 7, 1791. Was an elderly leader of the Haitian Revolution. Born in Senegambia, present-day Senegal and Gambia, he was captured, enslaved, and transported to Jamaica. Okay? He eventually ended up in Haiti, where he became a leader of the Maroons and another voodoo priest. Pay attention, y'all. So it's another leader in the Haitian Revolution, all right, that was fucking them up. It was many, y'all. I told y'all it was many. Let me show y'all his picture again, in case y'all ain't get to see it. This is his picture right here. This Dutty Boukman, y'all. That's his picture. There you go, right there. He was another voodoo priest and another leader that fought in the Haitian Revolution and helped Haiti win that war. And they did it using our ancient culture. All right? There you go right there. See, guy had the locks. Look at him. Somebody said Remedy H. Hey, it could have been Remedy H in a past life. He do kind of favor him. Could have been. Never know. But I do know this, though. Boom. Let's talk about him. He was an early leader of the Haitian Revolution. Once again, born in Senegal and present-day Senegal and Gambia, he was captured, enslaved, and transported to Jamaica. He eventually ended up in Haiti. Hold on. There you go. In Haiti, where he became a leader of the Maroons and voodoo priest. All right. Boukman, hold on, let's read it. According to some contemporary accounts, Boukman, alongside Fatima, a voodoo mambo, which is another word for voodoo priest, a female version. Just so y'all can click on. Let me show y'all who she was, and we'll go to her next. There she go. So you see it. She was also another Haitian voodoo priestess, a mambo. She is famous for her participation in the voodoo ceremony in Bois Cayman, which is considered to be one of the starting points of the Haitian Revolution. Okay, so we're gonna get on her next. We on Dutty Boukman right now, though. I'm just trying to show y'all how many of us been practicing and playing with this art, and they literally used it to win in the Haitian Revolution. And if we tap into that energy, we gonna win. We gonna win regardless. It's the energy we tapping into. But I'm just telling y'all, I'm putting y'all on a higher frequency. We not fighting this war with no guns and no bullets. We fighting this war with this. Feel me? Guns and bullets is what? Kinetic energy. That's low. That's low. Listen, you tap into certain energies, a certain plant life, or mineral life, or certain electrical properties around you, photon energy, the orgone energy, all right? These things around you, within you, you could create force fields using your own chi, your own solar plexus energy. Non-ether being, dark matter energy. You are all carbon. Carbon is the basis from which all life is formed. No, think about that now. We could use a little bit of that science. You all carbon, carbonated beings you are. And carbon is the base from which all life is formed. So how can you not be God? Stop me when I'm lying. You know, niggas act like I just be getting on here saying some shit. Go on with all that little goofy ass religious shit, man. We don't want to hear nothing about it. Because ain't no Christians in the history never did nothing revolted on no platform, nigga. Christianity teaches you to kiss ass and be motherfucking passive, nigga. I come out of Christian household. I was baptized at 8. I know all about the lies, nigga, in Christianity, nigga. Christianity breaks you from this. Christianity is what gets your ass whooped, nigga, and keep us in the Negro slave state we in. That's what happened to the world now. It's been Christianized, and look at the results. You got black people blaming black people for all their problems, nigga, and going to false gods to fix them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on a white Jesus to come save your ass, nigga. The Haitians ain't win that war waiting on no white Jesus. And they was here before your ass. All right? So you need to wake your little young ass up. I don't care if you're 99. If your ass, you could be 103 and a half. If you believe in Christianity, Muslim and all that, the Islamic religion, and you believe all that, and you haven't done no real, you come on, man. You not thinking. Now the Muslims will fight. The Muslims culture tell you to fight, right? The Muslim, the only religion where they tell your ass to fight. Other than that, everybody else like, listen, man, we just gonna take this ass whooping like a gangster nigga, and that's gonna be the end of it. Cause Jesus gonna love us more later. Nigga, Jesus gonna have to not like me, nigga. We ain't taking no ass whoopings. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how we always been. That's how we always been. That ain't that like that other mindset is new. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't in Haiti talking about some man when Jesus come out the clouds. Nigga, they made the clouds come out the clouds. They didn't pray, you know, they didn't get in the Haitian Revolution, Dutty, Boukman and them. They wasn't on their knees, nigga, praying to no white Jesus to come save them from these white people fucking them up. How you gonna go to a white Jesus and pray to him to ask his white people not to fuck you up, nigga? That don't even go together. You know? You going to the white Jesus asking him to stop his white people from fucking you up. That don't even make sense, man, just in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you didn't like, they'll never talk about the Haitian Revolution. They'll never talk about what was being used. You know, they'll never talk about how they lost the war and why they didn't never really want to fuck with them ever again. That's also why they killed the president of Haiti not that long ago. They just killed the president. You feel me? All the attacks come from that because you got to understand they got major principalities aimed at Haiti because Haiti has used certain primordial energies to help them in the past. So what are your primordial beings? These are the same beings that Simeon Toko, where they was talking about in the Simeon Toko story. These are they call them the cherubim in the Bible. These are these huge, strong, black gods. Yes, they look like us. They just giants, bigger, way bigger, and they not, but they gods. But their exact role is to do that, war and fight and protect against these other negative energies. And these primordial beings, they don't never come in the physical because they didn't come down here with us. Remember, all the guys that came from the Sirius star system that descended here, we the ones who fell from the frequency into the physical because we the ones who signed up to come here as original spiritual assassins to help build up planet Ka. You feel me? When we came from the 19th galaxy. You know what I'm saying? We came down to this planet to make this planet like a second headquarter or almost like a spiritual dojo for us because we are the original guardians of the galaxies. And then we got stuck down here. But that was just us. And then we started procreating down here. But remember, we let the majority of us never came down here, had other jobs already that they was doing. So that's why when you get to saying shit like this is my land and you tapping into and you commanding what you know is yours, you get help from the primordial energies, these primordial beings that are like literally come through the sky, nigga, literally, because you're using certain vibrations when you commanding. That's what the truth does, because they have took the whole English language has been designed to keep you from using certain vibrations. So everything you're saying is against you. So when you do speak truth, or when you do just say certain basic shit like, hold on, this is my land, nigga. It's my planet. Just a basic understanding. With that type of feeling, right? Just saying it like that, you already calling on a certain back and behind you. You already calling on nature and all that. Or when you go out there and meditate and you talk to nature, you like, hey, I'm asking y'all to step up and fight with us in this war forcefully. I'm asking y'all to understand that I understand that you are not happy right now. This is how I talk to nature when I go out there. I say, hey, I understand you're not happy right now. I understand that you hurt. I understand the pain. I understand that. I'm here to help you reestablish that connection back with the gods because they don't remember who y'all is. I'm on the planet right now to, like I said, I came to enlighten and inform and increase the frequency. I did not come to make you believe me. If you don't believe, that's on you. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not telling you this to get you the opinion, to believe. None of that. I came to enlighten and inform and raise the frequency of the planet, and that's what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck whether you believe or not. I don't care whether you like me or not. I don't care if I'm your friend. I don't care if I'm your favorite. I don't care if I'm your least favorite. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I came to do. Just to help open up certain energy points. So downloads can flow in to help get y'all back to a certain level. So y'all can remember who y'all are. I'm not telling you shit you don't already know. Once again, key word for those who cannot infer. Key word for those who failed in reading inference in school. Okay? I always say remember. I came to help you remember who you are. Okay? I'm not forcing it on you. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying. I'm not your God. I don't know it all. I will never know it all because it's too much. Look, wisdom is infinite. You know, it's 12 universes. I've only been to 2, 3, the 6th, the 8th, and now the 9th. Because we're in the 9th universe right now. Planet Kai, or Earth, is located in the 9th universe. The 999,000th planet. I told y'all that, what the universe was made of. You don't have to believe me, but I told you. See what I'm saying? I told you, you got 12 is one multiverse, consisted of 9 universes with 3 alternates. Each universe is composed of 999,000. What? Let's see who remember. Each universe is composed of what? $999 what? Galaxies. Yes, thank you. Righteous, Light, and Bay. Let's see who been paying attention in class. I've been saying this for a minute now on the internet now. Thank you, y'all. It's one multiverse. Composed of 9 universes with 3 alternates. So that means there's 12 universes in total. Each universe is composed of 999 galaxies. Each galaxy is composed of 999 planets. Each planet is composed of 9 realms. Okay? So planet Earth or planet Kai is located, we are located in the 9th universe. Okay? In the 999th galaxy. You get what I'm saying? On the 999th planet. This was the very last planet to be created in the entire multiverse. In planet Earth or planet Kai, this is the only place where you can look up into the sky and see the entire multiverse. Those are not stars, those are portals and planets and universes. Okay? And it's the only planet where you could do that. So that's why I always say, remember who you are. Remember. You don't have to believe me. I just came to enlighten and inform and to present the perspective to you. It's up for you to take the information and throw it out the window or take it to you. But it should be no beef. So I don't know why it's YouTubers discrediting the things I teach about, because if you don't simply agree, then just simply don't agree. But when you attack it, that just further let me know that you were sent by the elites to try to discredit a source of energy that will never be discredited, because once again, I didn't come to be a part of the Matrix. I didn't come down here for views. I didn't come down here for likes. I didn't come down here for money or none of that. I only came to enlighten and inform and raise the frequency of the planet and remind y'all who y'all are and where y'all located, and talk about stuff like this Haitian revolution and voodoo and magic, black magic to be exact, dark matter energy, alchemy and mental alchemy, and how to transmute base metals to gold and energies and properties and all of this stuff that they won't tell you about, but they'll tell you it's crazy or it's impossible. But they lost whole wars to this shit, and you wonder why they hide it from you. Okay? And it's gonna forever be beef with Haiti because of this. So, you know, that's just like in any war. We could break that down to the hood. If y'all go kill a nigga on that side, what's gonna happen? They gonna come kill somebody in y'all hood. And then what y'all gonna do? Y'all can go kill somebody in their hood. And then what's gonna happen? Y'all can go back and forth forever. It is gonna go generation to generation to generation to generation to generation to generation. Like how it is right now. When they talk about the BDGD war in Chicago, motherfuckers think that shit started with Chief Keef. Y'all is beyond y'all wits, all right? Once again, stay off the internet. Listening to them type of lies. That whole BDGD war been some shit that's been going on before I came back to the planet. Shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Because it's inherited beef. When people, that's just a small example. So that's the same thing that's going on in Haiti. They have inherited the beef. You get what I'm saying? because of how intense the war was and how intense the war was and how our ancestors did their ancestors. They live in fear to this day when they think of the Haitian Revolution and Dutty Boukman and Francis McMackindale and Cecile Fatima and Queen Nanny and the Maroons in Jamaica. They don't get scared when you talk about guns. They don't even get scared when you get money. You know what they get scared? They get scared when your ass start dealing with the spiritual realms. That's what they fear. The spiritual realms, the dark matter energy, the chi, the understanding of quantum physics and how to manipulate it. The connection to your connection back to nature. That's what they fear. They don't fear us when we talking shit on YouTube. They don't feel us when niggas flashing money. They don't feel a nigga when a nigga got a gun talking about we finna go kill the police or war with the police. They don't fear that. That's their level. That's kinetic energy. They like gunplay. They like that. They the original barbarians. They the original savages. Let's not forget. We was never barbaric at no point in time. We was always gods. We was always vibrating high. Golden energies, non-ether beings, electrical beings. Original scientists, the original geneticists and eugenics physicists, that's us. So they don't fear you when you come on their level. They don't fear that. They fear this though. They fear this though. They fear this though. They fear this though. Let me show you what else. Let me show you what else they fear, y'all. This is what they fear. They fear this type of shit right here. Nigga. They fear when you do this. This is what they fear. They fear you. They fear when you do this. See? This is what they fear, y'all. This is what they fear, y'all. You see? You see? That's what they fear. That's what they fear. This is what they fear. When you come out here in nature like this, this is what they fear. And connect with the rattlesnakes. There's rattlesnakes out here. I'm connected. This is what they fear. Feel me? They don't fear when we talk shit. They don't fear when we march, nigga. They don't fear when we get some money, because you still gotta pay property tax to them, nigga. And they don't fear when you get guns, because they make all the guns, nigga, even though they making the guns out of your carbonated body. They don't fear that though. But what they do fear, when you tap into it with the Mauritius, and you connect back with nature, and you connect back and you start back practicing trying to control the element of water and fire and air and earth, connecting back to the elements, connecting back to nature, that which you are. That's what they fear. They fear when you go get them candles and you start, because what does candles represent? Why do people use candles in candle magic? Let me give you something. And the reason I stopped talking about magic online like that and I ain't go too deep is because people start trying to attack me. So I'm not going to teach y'all some shit so y'all try to use it against me. I learned from that. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool on that. So I'm not going to go too deep. Because if it's meant for you to tap in on that level, you're going to tap in regardless. Because once again, when the path is for you, it's for you. You don't need to listen to Rashad Jamal to walk that path. That path is already laid out for you. I'm just a guide along that path. You know how many motherfuckers won't come walk this path or listen to shit I got to say? But let me tell you something about candle magic. The reason candle magic is effective is because you're using the element of fire. All magic requires you to use the elements. But guess what? You can't use them if you're scared of you. You're scared of that 5-point star. You see them, oh, that's witchcraft. But what do them points represent? Earth, air, wind, fire, plasma energy, or spirit, as they like to call it in Wicca. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, spiritual realms, plasma energy. That's what that 5-point star represent, that you be seeing in them books that you want to call witchcraft, that you ran away from your whole life. The elements. That's why they sit in a circle. When you're doing a ceremony or you're doing a certain ritual, you circle out with the chalk and you draw the star because you're commanding the elements. You need them for whatever spell you're trying to cast. But you know, niggas forgot they was nature though. Niggas rather burn a candle of a white Jesus and get on their knees and do the same shit, but not get results. You know? You should be practicing your art. You should be sitting at home practicing trying to pour some water in a cup. Like, let me see if I can make this water in this cup move. I'm going to treat it like I would in the gym. I'm going to take 10 minutes a day and work on it. I'm going to do 3 sessions. Try it and see what start happening. You don't try it once and expect it to happen. That's not being real. Because you can't do shit once and it happen, nigga. You go to the gym. You ain't going to get it doing hitting the weight one time. You good. You got to keep hitting the weights, nigga. You ain't learned nothing in your life doing it one time. You ain't learned it. Sit down and start practicing moving stuff with your mind. Start practicing connecting to these different elements. Try it. Practice it. You practice it, and then you let me know the results of the money. You let me know. Let me know if you learned something new about yourself. You try sitting in a room and cut the light on and say, you know what, I'm going to cut the light off with my mind. I'm going to just sit in my room and practice on cutting the light off with my mind. Let me try this. Let me work on it like I would on my jump shot. Let me work on it like I would if I worked at a job. Your boss taught you something, you're going to work on it. But if you ain't going to take the time to sit with yourself to try it, you can't say what you can and can't do. You don't even know what you can do because you've never tried it. You've never even thought about trying it. I mean, that shit crazy. And that's exactly how they kept you from you. We ain't got to march to make no change. What do you know? 2,000 of us can sit at home right now, close our eyes, and set the same intent in our mind, and thus it shall be. It ain't going to take a day. It ain't going to take a week. It's going to take as long as you make it take. It's going to happen as how hard you. What are you? What do you believe you are is more important than what you actually are, though. Because the mind, remember? We create with this. You are the ancient being. So whatever you say and believe, thus it shall and will be. So what you believe you are is way more important than what you actually are. Because right now, you are a God with unlimited capabilities. Everything you want and need is literally just a thought. But you believe that you're not that. So that's the reality you create. And you got human beings who are not anciently gods, but they believe that they can attain something. And you'll see their ass out there skydiving. You'll see them dive in the depths of the ocean while you watching them do it at home. So I never do that. They must be crazy. They still have a spirit. So they have the power, and it's power that comes with spirit, with having a spirit. That's electricity. That's a supercharge that they have. They don't have the soul, but they still have a supercharge. But by them believing just a little bit, that pineal gland get that supercharge from that spirit they have, and next thing you know, they ass down in the motherfucking ocean, nigga. Now imagine what you would do if you went down in the ocean, actually being an ancient being. If you went into the ocean with that same fearless spirit that they do. Imagine if you went out there and sat with them crocodiles with that same fearless spirit like they do. What you think would happen? I bet you ain't gonna get your ass ate up like they told you. I bet you don't. The only way that crocodile gonna fuck with you is if you go out there on some shit they be on, trying to kill the crocodile, take the baby, get the skin for and make croc shoes and shit. No, I'm talking to you on a real deep level right now. Let's go up. Why is it that inorganic beings of this planet have no fear of nature, but you do? Because nature does something different for you than it will for them. You are nature. Your connection to her is You don't even have to try. It's just organic. You know? And you still hold all the keys. You hold all the keys to the entire universe in your carbon, just in your carbon. And you wonder why they hate your black skin. Nigga, that's the keys. All that neuromelanin, this is neuromelanin. Dark matter energy, when dark matter energy is at its highest plasma state, it's just dark matter energy. But as it descends from plasma to gas to liquid to solid, dark matter energy manifests in the solid realm as carbon. Carbon becomes what they like to decode as neuromelanin. So, once again, if you truly understood what you are and what you were, you would never ask them, why they killing black folks? Why they steady killing us? Why they didn't ever give us the chance? Why it's like we get the shit end of the stick? Why in the game of chess, white go first and black go last, just like in real life? It would be no whys. You would never try to be an Uncle Tom or kiss ass, because you got what they want. You wearing it. Well, you walking around wearing it. So you just flashing it in their face. They can't help but get envious of you. You flashing it. To them, you flashing. To you just walking around. You can't help the fact you full of neuromelanin. But to them, it's like, you know? Everything they ever showed you in cartoons is real, boy. Fairies, gnomes, dragons. These are all part of the family of elemental beings. Let's talk science. They are called elemental beings. Like gnomes and fairies. They go hand in hand with the earth element. And they watch over it. How do you think Dutty Boukman and them was tapping in?